camera speeding.
And I want to also follow up with the 375-page manual of my status that was sent to all the government entities, which I received back right here from the California Department of Justice.
Okay, do that again, actually.
And so, the whole thing?
Yeah, just do the whole part where you're presenting that, and you say, and I have this, blah, 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 from...
And so I'm going to follow up with talking a little bit about what I just received back about a week ago from the California Attorney General. I have the envelope here. It says to Daniel Adam Borsotti, and it's got the bar and everything, and it's literally from Attorney General, Department of Justice, Casey Halliman. And in here, which I will show you, this is the manual. But what's really interesting is that they have given a cover letter. And on the cover letter, I'm going to read it to you. It says, "Dear Mr. Daniel Adam Borsotti, thank you for your correspondence to the Office of Attorney General. We appreciate hearing from citizens on matters of public concern. However, we are prohibited by law from representing private individuals or providing legal advice, legal research, or legal analysis to private individuals under any circumstances. We recommend that you consult an attorney, blah, 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 the boilerplate type paper." But what's very interesting about this, and I think is very significant, it says at the end, "Lastly, because you may need your documents in any future action that you may take, we are returning them to you. We regret that we cannot be of further assistance, but hope this information we have provided clarifies our restrictions in regard to your request." Why this is so significant is because they're acknowledging that I'm not a United States citizen, that I'm not a California citizen, that I am a private man, not under the 14th Amendment. And so my question is, why are they, the city of Santa Clarita, and the government continuously trespassing on my life when I'm not one of their 14th Amendment citizens? And I'm going to show you here what I have given them. This is the manual. As you can see, it's pretty extensive. It's about 375 pages deep. And this is a cover sheet that encloses many different documents. Affidavit of truth. It has an index of everything that's in here. It talks about the affidavit of corporate denial. In here is the corporate denial. Then we have other papers that are durable power of attorney. We have the birth certificate, which is not owned by Daniel Adam Borsotti. It says the owner right here, County of Los Angeles, State of California, and Register of Recorded County Clerk, which we know this is not mine. I do not own it, and therefore I'm not subject to it. I have the 12 rebuttable presumptions, which rebuts any presumption that the courts have any jurisdiction over me or anybody. I have my durable power of attorney, affidavit of the name, all cap to the lower and so forth case. I have everything's, I know I'm getting a little upside and down, but I'm excited about this manual because it's a manual of my status as a living man. And I have the ABN in here of Daniel Borsotti. I have the verification of the deed as a grantee to my land versus a grant deed where the banks believe that they own my land. They don't own my land. I have the grant deed. I have my surety bond with my coins, silver coins, and everything's in here. It's ironclad, and yet I back it up with real law. Constitution of California. I have the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo and the Protocol of Cuaricharo and the Constitution of the United States of America and the Northwest Ordinance and the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence. I have my assumed business name, the fee schedule, so if I'm harmed in any manner that they've got prior notice, public notice, that they're trespassing and that there's certain fees if I'm injured and so forth. All rights reserved, and this really is an extensive set of papers. And what I'm really interested in showing the people is the bench warrant that I put out. Where is that? Here. The bench warrant that I put out for Judge Fernando Manzano Alguin, and it's number 31, and it's basically summary ruling direct contempt bench warrant of Judge Fernando Manzano Alguin. Now this, in one of my previous recordings, I talked about May 9th, 2017, when I was assaulted and battered and so forth by the marshals and the sheriffs, or the marshals and the marshal services, the security and so forth. And so this was that paper when I was stalked and so forth. And so it's all here, all the laws here, all the constitutions here, everything is backed up by affidavit or on the power of two, witnessed by two, as it states in the Bible. And I'm not a real religious man, but affidavits of truth in commerce stand as truth in commerce unless they're rebutted, and they have to be rebutted point by another affidavit. And the lawyers, or let's say attorneys, refuse to do that. So this is an interesting paper manual, and I'm going to be uploading this onto my website, and so people can see it. I will redact some important information. We'll take some names out to protect the innocent, whereas I will leave all the corporation names in there of the judges, commissioners, and anybody that actually claims to be a California and or United States federal employee or agent. I'll leave their names in there because they're the ones under the oath that they supposedly had taken. They're the ones that are bonded, so that when we, the people, are injured, they're supposed to take care of us and make us whole again. But they're not doing that right now. They're not doing it for a long time. So every government entity that I spoke about in my previous videos received a 375-page manual of my status and what laws or constitutions and what organic laws that I'm enforcing. And it's all in here. So that's it for now. I do appreciate all the people who watch, and I'm going to do one more video after this in case I am taken off the streets, because they don't like when people do things like this. I believe I'm doing the right thing for myself, but when I stand up for myself, I stand up for all people. And so that's what I'm here to do. I've given affidavits time and time again, and they just go unrebutted, and they go into the trash maybe by the government entities. I don't know. But I do get them certified, I do get them notarized, and I send them with a return receipt, proof of service. I have a third party. I do everything correctly, registered mail, all of it, and yet the government still wants to trespass on my life and continue to come after me. So till the next time we meet, you guys got to do your own and keep your faith and find refuge in your faith, because I do. And this is Daniel Borsotti, Disabled Justice here, lacking equality within the justice system. I am not an attorney. Thank you.
All right, Cody?
Yeah.